All right. So what's your expectation for this game here?
I'm not entirely sure. We did play the Syosset team with both the Sachem North and the Sachem East teams. Taking a loss for the Sachem North team, the one game we did play them. The Sachem East team.
You got to move that actually closer to your mouth, or else they will not hear you.
The Sachem East team did drop the first game, but won the following two in a best of three. So we will have to see. I know that some of the Syosset players were platinum, so I think that's what's throwing me off with some of these ranks. We'll see what goes on though.
Yeah, but that was back in a while ago, right? That was like, were they the same people?
It was the previous season. Yes, it is the same players though. So we will have to see. I do like the homage to Faker with jump off bush. Very nice.
I like the you're a goofy gamer and I'm a goofy gamer.
That's very nice. I wonder, do you think they'll duo in the bot lane?
They better. If they're not, I'll be really upset.
It's like the good old CLG Academy autofill.
Nice.
Poor players aren't on the same team anymore. What a mistake.
I'm just checking with the players to see if they're ready to start this up.
I am curious with the high schoolers. I want to see if they pull out some of the what are considered meta picks versus just what they enjoy in solo queue.
Why am I not the game owner? Oh, Sparkflame is. That's odd.
Yes, that's very odd. That'll do it.
There you go.
We do have the. There we go.
There we go.
Over.
So let's move this over to Champion Select and actually see if we have their framed right here. And we do. All right. So let's see how this Champ Select's going to go. Any idea? Any predictions?
What must be done?
I do. I feel that the banning will very much be against.
Are they a patch behind? Do they think they're a patch behind banning Soraka?
Would they think they're on 10-3 instead of 10-4?
Yeah, they nerfed. So they gutted Soraka in 10-4, right? Unless I've been. That's just got to be closer to your mouth, like kind of like how close mine is to get. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, definitely a Phelios ban coming out. But what do you think about the Soraka ban?
It's one of those unknowns where I'm sure the team doesn't want to play against it, because if you get the late game, still no matter what, sustain through a team fight. It's a really nice silence.
Yeah.
The Shen. I wonder if these teams have done a little research, or they just want to avoid the global ultimates.
Well, I know St. Anthony's and Sachem were scrimming, but I don't think Syosset was.
Yeah.
A computer's fritzing. Uh-oh. I'll be right back.
Going solo here.
Yeah, right.
Also removing the great engage tool of Gragas. Again, I believe they're really just trying to get rid of the global ultimates, or the really good engage ultimates or disengage ultimates. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw Gangplank get banned out in the next one.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
Removing another power pick and set. Very flexible. And there's the orange pick. Very surprised we didn't see that one banned here. Great engage tool. Going to work really well for those team fights in the mid and late game. Nice. Swain. Maybe we'll see some spiciness in the bot lane. Hopefully it's a support, but can also be flexed mid and top. Warwick, another great ultimate engage tool. We do see Syosset really picking those current meta picks. Let's see, maybe we'll see a Nautilus or a Leona coming in for their support. Ooh, Alistar. I'm really expecting the Nautilus or the Leona, but they could go with the Mage.
Oh, is there a Swain
There's
pick?
the Nautilus. That's what I thought.
Oh my god, please tell me that's Swain support. I am a Swain support main, so I am very excited right now.
I'm hoping it's support. That's what I called for, but we'll see. And again,
I don't think it works in any other lane, right?
it does. It was actually played by Bwipo very recently in the top lane.
Okay, okay.
Although I believe Bwipo now with 10 games has had 9 unique champions. He's a beast. But yeah, it does look Syosset is definitely following the pro scene pick, where they're picking Ornn first, and then they're picking their bot lane right away. They're saving their jungler and mid laner for the end, unless they do put that Ornn in mid lane, it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, but with all the
don't see it
buffs
as
and
often.
everything, I think top lane is just where it's at. The engage is just insane on him, and he's gotten some buffs recently. Is the Sunfire Cape buff in yet?
It should be available for them to play right now, yeah.
Yeah, so Ornn is just OP right
I
now.
don't need more enemies.
Removing the 80 carry counter picks. Oh, we're bringing in Kaisa. We're bringing Kaisa back. We'll have to see if the St. Anthony's Kaisa player can dodge some of that Nautilus and Ornn. And Echo, assumption would be in the jungle, although it could flex to the mid. But it has been very popular recently in the jungle.
Yeah, coming out the jungle with that stun.
We have a lot of CC coming over from Syosset here.
It'd be interesting though if it was me, if it was Echo Fizz, because they need 2 assassins in the mid lane. Though 2 assassins on both sides. MF is still strong in this patch, though definitely has some other ADCs and some weaknesses herself.
I do like the double assassin mid lane. That would be a spicy watch for us.
Yeah, and an Alistar. Okay,
So Swain going to the top lane.
that's interesting.
Very nice.
I'm gonna have to say.
Looks like St. Anthony's didn't want to do any swaps. They didn't want to pick in an odd order, so they just kept it straight through.
I don't think Swain against Ornn is just not a good matchup. Ornn wants to be pulled closer to you. You can get some early damage down. Swain's definitely going to have the advantage on the first couple levels.
For the range, yeah.
Yeah, especially if he goes electrocute like he should. But besides that, it's not going to be that strong.
I think we're really looking for some, once we hit level 6 in the mid lane and the jungler, I think that's where we're going to be looking for some.
Yeah. So what do you feel like? So what is this comp? Like what? So let's start with, I believe that's Syosset.
Syosset. It looks like Syosset really is just waiting for 6.
Teams are actually, I got to fix that over there. There we go. Swap sides. There you go, guys. For everyone in
Now
chat.
it makes sense,
That's
'cause we knew the
the,
names.
yeah, that is the actual sides there. We had it mixed up. So yeah, so we got Ornn, Misfortune, Nautilus, Echo, and Yasuo. Now we're going into the Spectre delay, unfortunately.
It still does look like it's going to be more of a front-to-back style with an assassin potentially flanking.
Yeah, Echo's going to be looking to blow up either Kaisa or, yeah, probably Kaisa, just blow him up. There's no real other damage on the St. Anthony sides except for Fizz.
Right, Fizz is definitely going for that Misfortune in the back line.
Yeah, so Fizz has got he almost has to playful trickster the Ornn horn, right?
Yep.
Or else he can't really get to the back, which is really going. Once he goes in, there's no out.
Nope.
If that's the case, either that or if he can avoid it entirely.
We're probably going to have to look for some picks with the Swain pull or the Warwick ultimate or even the Alistar headbutt just to see if they can get an advantage in the numbers.
But it's going to have to be, yeah, picks. But, I mean, if Warwick wants to be in a team fight, he's going to have to flank. There's no way to... I mean, there's no way for him to ult, say, Squishy. He's going to hit, Ornn or Nautilus or Yasuo. Maybe he'll get some quality out of the Yasuo. But besides that, he gets Echo. If they don't blow him up right away, he just ults. He might even get into the stun if he goes in that way. Yeah, this is going to be tough for St. Anthony's, I think.
It looks like St. Anthony's definitely went more with the comfort pick, so we'll have to see if the comfort pick plays out well for them.
Yeah, I don't know if there was an actual strategy behind the picks besides just being comfortable, which is strong, which can definitely be strong on these levels.
Yep. I do know the Fizz player definitely that's his prime champion. So we'll have to see if he's still warmed up with it. I know it's pretty strong in the mid lane. It was in 10-3, so we'll have to see how strong it is right now.
Fizz?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fizz is still strong. He can blow pretty much anyone up. If he gets on, he can blow up Yasuo if he gets on Yasuo. But Yasuo can win wall. Can't Yasuo win wall the ult?
I believe so.
Yeah, so that's gonna be big if he can get the win walls down on the ult. it could definitely reduce the damage that Fizz and the potential to blow somebody up.
Yeah, and as far as Yasuo's win wall is concerned, is there really anything else that he'd want? That would really
Swain?
be the major
Swainy.
thing. Yeah, that would be his.
Stop the engage from Swain.
Yeah, the pull.
Yeah, but I mean, you can avoid the Swainy just by
Right.
not standing in the way.
The
It's
biggest
pretty
thing-
telegraphed.
Yeah, the biggest thing I think we're gonna look for Yasuo is to block the Fizz ult if he can.
I mean,
manage.
honestly, I like St. Anthony's comp better if they put in, not just being biased, if they put Swain in the bot lane where he can definitely dish out a lot more damage, especially on the kind of MF not. Though it is a little tough on the MF because of their her W speed boost. It's harder to hit with the E.
The other thing I'm looking at is as far as damage type differential on the Syosset side. I really
Just
would
Fizz Kaisa.
Yeah, I really would expect some armor coming out from St. Anthony's, hopefully.
They can even disengage with the Ornalt if Alcer goes in.
True.
Goes for the full combo, just Ornalt to back. I'm going to get into game here, though. Oh, wrong one. In-game. There we go.
Just so everybody's aware, we are doing 3 best of 3s, and then based off the best records, a best of 3 at the end. We've got 3 schools. We've got Syosset, St. Anthony's, and Sachem North. First game being Syosset and St. Anthony's. So this is a best of 3. So we're going to see how game 1 goes. This is game 1.
Oh, how do you get the... Oh, and we're
And we have a
paused right
pause.
off the bat. Top laner DC'd already. All right, guys.
It looks like they
on
did
a
not
good
like
point.
the draft. They weren't a fan. They already left the game. They didn't want to lose out. They
Too scared.
didn't want to play for the LP today.
There we go. You got back in. That's weird. Riot is a small indie company, so they have trouble making their game work.
Yeah, I think they
please
only
record it.
have like 100+ years of game development.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're just going to look at the controls real quick just to make sure we're up on our... there you go. Just to get... What's the scoreboard toggle? It's X? Okay, cool. X. You can X out of that now. I can't... Nope, that didn't do it. Yeah, you can do that too. That works. I'm sure everyone actually wants to see. Shift will take it.
Yeah,
with-
X is going to show us the money, so we can swap back and forth to see how the gold differential's going.
Oh, here we go. Let's actually lower that for right
We're
now.
getting a level 1 invade. It looks
That's
like
gonna get it.
Warwick is already down. We have first blood. Alistar still going in. He seemed to have taken the headbutt first, and he will go down with the ignite. So that is an ignite already used from Yasuo.
Yeah. So
and
here's the
from Nautilus, and the flash from Echo.
So here's the problem right off the bat is that they didn't put anyone in that top bush just to make sure that they invade. If they're not going for to invade themselves, they either need to place a ward, which is probably suboptimal. You want that ward for later, or just have Fizz stand in the bush.
Yep.
You know, do you see him coming? If they come, you just all back off. You don't want to. Their team comp definitely does not want to be fighting level 1 into a Nautilus.
Definitely.
So that's going to be, that's going to be 2-0 in Syosset's favor right there. Yeah, we got to find out what the shortcut is for that.
Do a little swap through here.
There you go.
Make sure we've got the right lanes.
Awesome. After that, there's an actual button to toggle that, so we should find out what that is. Like to keep it up and down.
And we're already off to a 1,000 gold lead here off that 2 kills into the mid laner and the AD carry. Not the best places for those to go for St. Anthony's.
It's not the best, and the level differential early is going to come in, but on the other side of that, though, is no items were bought yet, so off of that. So we shouldn't have too much of a difference right away. It's going to be on the first back you're going to see the big difference. So how do you think this bot lane's going to go, though? I think that, you know, pre-2, obviously, Alistar can't go in. Here we go. No, you got nothing for this?
Got nothing for that
All
one.
right.
I'm very surprised, though, that we do have the Kaisa survive through that one. Did we...
Well, Alistar
right,
get-
we didn't have an ignite anymore, but the flash route, we did have the good disengage from Kaisa with the flash.
Yeah, so yeah, Kaisa flashed. Alistar also headbutted back Nautilus, so there really wasn't too much damage to come through.
Let's see how this gank goes in the top lane. Let's see if the stun comes through. Walking right in it, yep. And, oh, without the knock-up from the Orin, it looks like Swain will be able to walk away from that
That's
one.
another flash down, though. That's both bot and top have a flash down, so he can go pretty much anywhere he wants at this point. Oh.
I wonder if they are timing any of those, but we'll see. Good exchange from his Fortune here.
Yeah, they're just going to be pushed in this whole lane now. Nautilus is way too far ahead. Alistair is just not going to be able to pretty much do anything to stop him. He can just headbutt him back is about all he can really get through it. They're not going to want to engage, though. Kaisa, in the first place, it's not going to want to engage into that anyway. MF Nautilus is just going to win the 2v2 early, no matter what.
We do have Echo coming back for another gank in the top lane as Flash is down.
He's dead.
And it looks like Swain go down.
Yep. Yeah, so right there, he's playing too unsafe. With his flash down, he really needs to have a ward down there. He needs to stay in the middle of the lane. He needs to be where he can still walk back. If he's past the middle point in the lane, Echo can literally just walk in, put down his stun, and what are you going to do? You have to walk through it. At that point, you know, that was all set up from just his positioning early. Yasuo looks like he's just going to keep getting pressured down. Fizz has a problem farming anyway early. That's just how Fizz plays. So that's not really unusual.
Playing for that ultimate here.
Yeah, you need to get to 6 just to even be able to have any type of like pressure or anything like that. He can put some trades down, but definitely not into Yasuo. It's too dangerous. This is probably where he's going to want to be, is just farming under this tower.
All right, we have a gank coming through from the mid lane, but Yasuo swoops right through. That was a nice disengage from Yasuo without wasting any of the summoners.
Oh, he's got to leave. He can't fight Yasuo like that. He's levels down. He's the jungler.
Warwick at level 4 without Fizz engaging. That Warwick might want to come back in a couple levels.
Now that's interesting down at bot. Oh, here you go.
And just a nice little trade.
He got the electrocute off, so that can get some damage down.
And like a typical Yasuo player, it looks like they want to go all in.
CB dives. No, yeah, he can't die. If he does, he's dead. Please just playful tricksters up, and there's nothing he can do. Down here, I'm actually surprised where this lane is ending up, that they're actually able to push this forward a little bit.
It is with a 15 CS lead, though, so we'll have to see how well they can pick up this CS.
Here we go.
I'll start with a good disengage.
That though, with the CS difference, is because Kaisa had it back after that first engage and went low health. They're gonna keep damage there.
And
this is
Kaisa might be dead. We'll have to see.
How did she
Kaisa
get away?
had to use her flash again. Flash was just
oh,
up,
she had
so
it up.
was able
Okay.
to use it again. We are seeing what you were talking about with the Swain. You're pulling Orin in, and Orin's like, okay, I'll take that. Let's just...
yeah, what are you going to do about it? Afterwards, I'm just going to stun you up, and...
I'm going to knock you up, and we're going to use the brittle.
Yeah, and it's most your health. Swain does get a health back on his E-procs, and actually some... There you go. And yeah, that's bye.
The ultimate.
Later.
We'll have to see if they're able to get the full... Yep, one on
yeah,
attack.
that's...
There it is.
Yeah. Swain top is just not viable anymore. Not into the bruisers.
Not into Orin, as we can see right here.
Yeah, I just called Orin a bruiser because nowadays tanks actually do damage for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Thanks, Riot.
We did see in the glorious one of the LEC games, Orin was able to take, I believe it was 13 tank shots and not even lose a quarter of their health.
Yeah. I mean, they were really far ahead at that point.
Yes.
Ooh, geez, what was that? 200, 300 damage right on that? He gets him in. MF tried to get cheeky with that and bounce the Q off the minion about to die, but she was just out of range there, or she would have taken way more damage.
Yeah. We do see Kaisa going with the triple blade to try to sustain in lane. We'll have to see how much that hurts later on. But with a 20 CS lead in the bot lane, it's not looking too great. Also the top lane.
Yeah.
It looks like mid lane and jungle is going to be where they're going to have to hold for the mid game here.
I always feel like the 4-blade strategy is better when you're ahead, because you want to get that early damage down, not from behind.
No.
I feel like you want to save up for one of your first items where you're actually going to get a spike. Because you're not getting anything out of this.
At this point, the only thing they're getting is being able to survive in this lane a little bit longer.
How much more, though? I mean, you're just sunk 700 gold into that.
Yep.
You know, that's half a BF sword right there. Like, you know, quarter of a full item, it's not gonna, and that's not gonna do anything for you. What do you get? You're in an extra 16 health per hit.
Yep. We have, again, I really want to watch the junglers right now to see, are they going to path to one of these lanes? Although Fizz is going in with the Ignite, and it looks like Fizz has the solo kill. Very nice work from Zoom here. Also with the CS lead.
Did you see the panic wind wall?
I did see the panic wind wall.
Sorry, he already used his ult. That wind wall's not going to help you at all.
Don't know what it's going to block there. Sometimes you get a little scared.
It's the typical Yasuo, though. Like, he just has it, so he feels like he has to hit it.
Right. The other interesting thing is they did both use their Ignites, but neither used a flash for that one.
That's
so
good.
Good on Yasuo to save it, knowing that he would still probably die.
Yeah, I mean, what is he going to do? He's going to run away from a playful trickster and a Fizz Q? Yeah, no, you're not getting back.
Now, we did have Swain pushed up, but Swain's going back now.
At this point, though, Fizz really needs to be... Well, he's backing right now, but he needs to be roaming. He needs to be pushing Yasuo in if he can and roaming out to other lanes because his other lanes really need help. Well, then again, does he even get... Does he even get a kill on Ornn, like even 2v1?
If I was Fizz, the top lane is probably not where I would be looking. I would most likely be looking for that MF that really likes to push up, as we can see here. MF was sitting in front of their support. Can we get out of that? It looks like what they were able to.
Did she use heal?
We did use an ultimate, also from Alistar.
Heal on Kaisa. Yeah, there's no way he was surviving that without that.
Now with the dive, Echo diving in. Got double kill.
Oh, wow. Guys, Nautilus is definitely not broken. You know, we're level 6 tanking towers.
Yep. Nice work by Nautilus to tank the hit.
This is not a good engage. Where are you going, buddy?
Also going to be going down. Will he get one? He got one.
He did get one? What?
Nautilus was a little too low. Probably should have stayed out of that fight considering the other 3 were still there.
Yeah, just fight him with a 3. That's there's no need to be in that fight right there. So
we do have Ornn roaming to mid, and it looks like they're pinging for it. So we'll have to see if the Ornn ultimate comes out on Fizz.
It's going to be all about if he can playful trickster the right points of the.
As long as
nope, he's done. He's going to get knocked up.
Oh,
the flash
he
though.
flashed past it, but he will get stunned. And the Yasuo ultimate still was able to come through.
What are you going to do, 3v1?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Almost a nice play. Unfortunate on the Playful Trickster right before the Ornn ultimate came through. They will get a couple plays.
If you're going to do it, I feel like you flash, then Playful Trickster out of it if you can.
Right.
Not the other way around.
The only thing is the Trickster was used just before he even knew Ornn was there.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, that's what are you going to do?
So, unfortunately, it was down for that one.
Yeah, what are you going to do at that point? But this is a 3.8k gold lead, so this is going to be a tough one there.
The Ornn roam did allow for Swain to get a plate, it looks like, but not much of a CS comeback.
What's Swain doing with it?
I don't know.
He's going Catalyst, so he's going for Roa. So he's going to have the mid game. He's going to have the mid game drop off until 10 minutes in or 8 minutes in when he actually stacks it.
I am also curious if we're going to get any team fights around the Rift Herald. It doesn't look like these teams really want to focus on that. They're very much basing their play around the bot lane and that push that they have and that good CS lead that they have.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if Yasuo roams down for this Cloud Drake or how much of a priority they give it.
That gold on MF right now, though, we're looking at, yeah, that's crazy.
Over 1k lead, which gives the full item advantage.
Not who they want to engage on.
Yeah, they are. And there goes down with the Ignite. Will the tick go?
Yep, for sure.
And it does. Nautilus able to survive. Okay. We do have Fizz that came for the roam. Yasuo is also there. They do want to go for that engage.
Too deep.
We'll have to see. Alistar almost able to escape. And we do have a 2-for-2, a 2-for-3. Fizz wants to stay in the backline and get that misfortune. And let's see if that tick gets down. Almost.
He went in too early with the play for Trickster. He ulted and he didn't wait for the ult to go off, so he didn't get the bonus damage down.
And we might have a solo kill in the top lane.
Only if he has ult. All right, flash.
Flash used. Ornn still with a flash. It looks like for Syosset we still have 3 flashes up. And the only person with a flash on St. Anthony's team would be Warwick.
Yeah, actually, I think that was that's a good point. Somebody makes in chat right there. You should have put the Swain in the bot as support and put Mort on top. that definitely would have been a better pick than, you know, Swain that's just not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Like
And
right now,
go ahead.
right now he's useless. I
Right.
mean, Catalyst into Roa is just going to make him a non-factor for the next 8 minutes of this game, if they'd even last that long.
Right. And I think a lot of this does still come down to comfort picks for the students here.
Sure, definitely. There's something definitely to be said about, you know, playing characters, champions that you're good at or that you feel comfortable with.
Right.
You do kind of want to change that into some sort of strategy if you can with those. You know, if you have 2 or 3 champions that you're good at, picking the ones that will kind of synergize together well. This doesn't feel like there's any point. Not that it matters. They haven't gotten to the point where they're team fighting anyway. They're just really roaming and using individual skills.
We're going to have to see if Warwick gets in trouble here. Echo is looking for that Rift Herald.
He needs it. Nice, but
Fizz is here. Warwick goes in with the
that
ultimate.
is.
And it looks like the ultimate was blocked by Yasuo. And Horn coming down with no Swain in this fight. That's going to be an easy pickup.
Oh, he gets out.
We have Trickster. Yasuo's going for it.
Does
We'll have to
Yasuo
see.
have boots?
Does
Did he
back
not?
off.
Oh,
does
Yasuo
have
had level 2. Yeah, he could have just ran after him. Maybe they didn't
and
know.
Alistar with the ultimate.
Yeah, goodbye, Alistar.
He will still die to the MF ultimate. Just on the edge. Trying to avoid getting hooked again.
I want to say, though, I really shout out to this Alistar, though. It looks like he's not doing very well, but he has been eating hooks for Kai'Sa constantly. Like, he's been stepping in front. He's been knocking people away, knocking them up when they would have gotten kills on Kai'Sa, and stopping that. He's died a couple times, but there's been a few times he's also saved both of them.
Correct.
So that is some really good play coming out of the Alistar there.
Yep. Unfortunately, a couple of those times it then turned into a tower dive where they both died.
What are you going to do,
But
though?
he
You
was
got to
able to
protect
block
your
a few of them.
ADC.
That's right.
It sucks when you have a bad ADC.
You play ADC.
I switched back to support, please.
I
Thank
went to
you.
mid.
Please report.
I'm in mid.
I learned my mistakes and went back to the he doesn't care about towers guy. Nope. We're at that point. What is he? What items does he have here? Yeah. Okay. No, he actually should be caring about towers. That is no. That doesn't give armor, right? No, that's all MR.
I believe that is magic resistance.
Yeah. For the oh, this is a
trying
dive.
to work on the oh, and we also have the Rift Herald coming out. That tower is going to be gone, and there's a
Yeah.
Horn just soaking up those tower shots.
He's soaking up those tower shots with no armor. What is going on?
That's Ornn for you these days.
I mean, Bramble Vest. Our Cinder. What is that? Brahmi Cinder? Is that what that's called again? Brahmi Cinder, yeah. That has some armor on it, so I guess it's something, but
still 4 turret shots when you weren't at 100% and you're still above half. Doesn't feel good for the other team.
No, not at all.
We do have a roam from the bot lane. I don't know if they're
To
looking
where,
for anything
though?
specific or if they're just trying to hold off mid.
They're spotted out on the ward, though.
And the one spot where they did have an advantage with Fizz is where a tower has already gone down. So with the mid tower down, all first tier towers down, this is going to feel like a struggle for St. Anthony's just to get some CS going at this point.
Their jungle is not going to be in the game anymore. There's nothing for him to take. They're just going to anywhere he goes in the jungle is his potential pick.
They do have a bit of vision around Dragon, so it looks like they do want to stay on that side. I'm unsure if the Alistar, though, is looking for the headbutt and the pulverize,
No.
or is just looking to keep
He was trying to get Nautilus out of there.
Nautilus with a wonderful ultimate into the MF ultimate was able to pick off one and drop 2 of them very low. We're just being informed with the spectator delay. We are still watching our game from here. We did have a crash on one of the computers with League of Legends. So we will
Small
see,
indie company.
We will see a pause at some point to discuss what's going on in the game. But as we can see, we've taken down tier 2. Syosset have taken down tier 2 in the mid lane. And they look like they do not want to stop. Are they going to go for an inhib even though we have 4 and 4 in the middle? Fizz rooted up. We'll have to see if Fizz can take care of anything. And will he get the 1 kill? He does.
Where's he going to go, though?
Yasuo was able to take down the tier 2 in
Oh,
the
the fadeaway ignite. Oh, it feels bad. Can they come back from this though? I don't see any way that you
with a
possibly
12K gold lead at 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes. I
No
don't
towers,
see
no
it
jungle.
happening.
Gets baited into that.
Yeah, we're looking at a 3v2 until Swain comes around the side, but now it's a 3v1 with Swain. Just the positioning's a little tough for them at this point. They're trying to look for flanks, and there's not enough time.
Huh?
Although Warwick trying to fight Echo off, Echo was able to use the ultimate to stay alive and potentially get that solo kill with Warwick having to deal with the dragon at the same time. We're going to have to see. Oh, and the smite does come from Echo and baited by the MF. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for the Warwick. He was able to hold off for a while, even taking the aggro hits from the dragon.
They're picking a bounty on MF there. 11-0-8. That is clinic right there.
That does not help. Although we do have 3 members of Syosset currently deathless.
But you got to give props to Nautilus though. His hooks have been on par, so a lot of MF's kills and assists as well have been off that. That's,
yes, we do have to give props to the support willing to die for their team, giving plenty of those bounties.
Excuse me, support's supposed to carry the game. Let the ADC die.
Yes, correct.
I'm not a support man, I swear.
Yeah, very unfortunate for St. Anthony's taking some of these hits. Fizz able to get that small lead up into the mid game, unable to convert it with that fight in the bot lane. They were able to get a couple kills. It seems like when they were doing the early skirmishes, they would still be able to at least trade 1 kill. But now that once we got past that 12, 13-minute point, it looks like Syosset has just been able to group up correctly and steamroll some of those fights.
Let's talk about the next game, because this one's probably going to be over in the next couple minutes. So what are we looking for? What should St. Anthony's be looking for? Like, they need to change something up. Like, what do the bans look like? I think MF is guaranteed.
I don't know if I agree that MF is a guarantee, because I think that the Nautilus is the one that was making those plays happen. I think that they do not want Ornn. St. Anthony's does not want Syosset to have Ornn.
But is Ornn doing well because he's Ornn, or is Ornn doing well because he's paired up against a non-existent top laner?
I think right now Ornn is too powerful to let through, although it will change because they are switching sides. So unless they're willing to pick up the Ornn themselves, I think that is a must ban currently, especially if we're looking at low tier players.
The question to that is going to be, is J-Rob play Ornn? That's not a character. That's not a champion you just pick up.
Which is why I think you ban it if you don't have it. And I also don't think you play the Swain top lane.
No.
No.
When I said non-existent top laner, I meant the champion, not the player, by the way.
Right.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, I agree. And I think that's one of those changes. I don't think the Fizz was terribly bad for them. It depends if Syosset wants to ban it or come up with some kind of counter pick. I think the Warwick actually could have worked okay as well. Really, I think it comes down to some mismanagement in some of those plays in the bot lane. And
that first level 1.
Right, that level 1 did not help in any way, shape, or form.
No.
And the Ornn engages have they've hurt Fizz, they've hurt the bot lane, they've hurt every single fight, and their top laner hasn't been able to match it in any way, shape, or form.
Now, bot lane, depending on, if we did MF get both those kills in the first level? I know she
MF
got
one, and Yasuo got the other.
So I'm not going to say that that's probably what definitely rolled the lane, but they need to pick something bot lane. Probably, I would almost say if they think they're not as good as the other players, and they've got to be honest with themselves now. Am I as good as the other players? If not, you have to play something that can farm. You have to play something that's going to stay safe. Maybe Vel'Koz supports for the range, or
right, I agree. Like a caster of some kind that can heal.
Nami. Nami's great. Somebody would disengage, and then like an Ezreal maybe, just so you could stay away. You can get away if need be.
Right.
You can farm from far. Don't let them snowball. If you let them snowball like they've been doing right now, there's not much you can do. Letting Yasuo get ahead in the mid lane kind of stinks, but it's still pretty even. Though I think Syosset bans Fizz.
I think Syosset bans Fizz if that's his comfort pick, especially if it's been able to do well and it had a lead. St. Anthony's, I really don't think they want to allow the Ornn or the Nautilus through, because I think a lot of those engages have been what have sparked the advantages that Syosset has earned themselves here.
Yep.
Not to discredit the other players, but I think those engages are what have given them those easy.
They also need to ward better. I think the warding has been a problem, especially top lane or understanding situations.
Right.
Where
It's actually the Swain actually had a top lane that time the Echo came back. Unfortunately, I don't think when your flash is down and you've pushed all the way up and it's frozen in front of the tower, you're easy pickings at that point. So even with the ward, I think you just have to know that you just can't be there. Unless your jungler is going to help you push the wave into
not without
the turret.
flash.
No.
Once your flash is gone and they know about it, you need to be playing back. You need to be playing. Let the other person push up. Wave management is what it really comes down to. Yeah. Maybe you let it bounce or freeze it if you can freeze it. If you're good enough to freeze it before.
Let's see. Before we get back in, chat. Do you have any suggestions? What do you ban if you're St. Anthony's?
Safe picks and smart bans is the way to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. And somebody else says go scale. Fair enough.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know how well scaling is going to work if you've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towers in
And it's
19
against
minutes.
a Yasuo. What the heck's his name in the jungle? Ezreal.
Echo.
Not Echo. That's it. Words left me for a moment. It's too early in the morning for me. I run a LAN center. I don't wake up before 12.
No, this works for me. I'm all set. We do have, unfortunately, the more than double CS lead in the top lane at this point. Ornn has upgraded his own items. Thank you, Ornn.
Well, you have to. You upgrade those 2 items. They're the ones that give you that ambient damage, and it's insane. Especially every time now the new Sunfire's cape is every time he stuns, it explodes as well, giving even more damage. And now that it's upgraded, it's like 60. I think it's like 60 armor, and like it's a ridiculous amount of stats.
Yes, it is very good. I'm just commenting on the fact that they didn't want to help out Misfortune at all. But Misfortune is 11-0-8.
Does she need
so I
help?
don't think she needs help.
She's a big girl.
Yep.
Yeah. So point.
And again, you're talking about vision. Swain has very little vision to push up that
In a
far
long lane.
without the tier 1 tower. So that was easy pickings as well. It looks like Syosset might be waiting for... they're waiting for that 20-minute marker here, and they're going to go right in for a Baron, or at least bait it.
They have to go. They have to check.
They are hiding in the bush.
Does
And
Ornn flank?
will St. Anthony's check it? I don't know. They have to know something's up. They're pinging it.
Ornn flank.
They're going to look for the mid-wave priority, but Ornn's going right in. And here's our engage. Let's see if the Ornn horn comes out. Alistar with a good headbutt.
Ooh, he misses.
And we are able to disengage at least 2. And Nautilus with the hook. Unfortunately, Warwick also down, and there's our ace.
The Nautilus hook that goes 4 frames more than the actual animation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fizz was able to get back, so we'll see if he's able to stop anything. Swain,
no way.
unfortunately,
With what wave clear?
with 74 CS, 0-5, not able to do much. And another good hook coming out from the support of Syosset.
Deleted.
So, again, I think MVP here, I think, would be Nautilus. He's just had some really, really good hooks.
Hey, he got it again.
Some great roots, really setting up their team well. And even with the Ignite and the Tornado, we were able to get a kill in the fountain. And that's game 1 for us here.
Yeah, that gets that makes it 1-0 Syosset. We're gonna get back to you guys in a couple minutes with some more League of Legends. Game 2 coming right up.
And we're back for Game 2 of the High School Championship Series for League of Legends here at the Metagaming in St. James, New York. We had Game 1 against Syosset and St. Anthony's. This is a best of 3, so we're going into Game 2. Syosset was able to get a pretty significant lead in that mid-game and just take over, having all of the dragons.
Oh, we need to join spectator.
And just fixing some things here.
Let them actually play the game. We're gonna play the game from back here.
We're gonna play the game while we're spectating, with the mouse on the wrong side.
Yes, left-handed. It's we're definitely
we could do
handicaps. We're giving handicaps.
What is the mode they play at when I'll do the mouse and
just
you
tell
do the
him
keyboard?
Jump Off Bush is the leader. He needs to start. There we go. It's when you go to spectator. Apparently, it makes somebody else the leader. Yelling at him?
Yes. Caps lock, boomer, yelling.
Oh, God, you went there.
I had to.
Sides are switched now, so
we
we've
do
got...
have the Yasuo ban, even though it didn't seem like it was that big of a pick for Syosset. It doesn't look like the mid laner wanted to face it again.
Yeah, I think he's just... I don't know. You see Yasuo and you're just like, I don't want to play against that.
So
he's actually not the worst to play against. He wasn't a huge force in that game. I don't think it was that bad.
We're seeing the Shen ban again. I wonder if, there we go, there's the Nautilus ban. We didn't want to see that picked up by Syosset. And it does look like Syosset is going with the same global ban. I don't know if the top laner, we did see on the Swain, maybe they're a Shen main. And they have
maybe some research.
Yeah, some research was done by Syosset.
It's got to be with the Raka. I mean, she's just not strong right now.
It's also possible that the Soraka was mained by the support player.
Yeah, that's got to be what it is.
It looks like some research was done, so we'll have to see if the...
But the research was probably pre-patch when Soraka was broken.
Yeah, we'll have to see. What we do have, at least my suggestions, which were get rid of that Nautilus.
There we go.
Get
Chat
rid of
just told
the
us Soraka support is a Soraka main, so there we go.
There we go. Now we know why.
I don't know. I kind of want to with her W completely and utterly, her W, Q, and E completely gutted. I'd say I'd probably let her play it.
We do have a first pick Jhin here. Hopefully they feel pretty strong about that into Misfortune. But if we do have a hard engage with the Misfortune, say a Leona,
Echo.
that's definitely going to be the comfort pick for the jungle. So they'll know that that's coming. We have to know that we can't ban everything out. So we'll have to see what else they want to throw into that bot lane potentially, without worrying about
Yorick.
Okay.
All right, let's see how it is. I haven't seen much York lately, so maybe it's a sleeper pick.
I am concerned of them picking it up so early. We'll have to see if there's a counter pick in the top lane here, because I do not expect that going anywhere else. Not the jungle after Nocturne was picked. I mean, you can, of course, flex Nocturne, but you don't see it that often.
Yeah, but this feels like there is actually a combo to have here. Like if you can have Nocturne or anyone hit them, Jhin to stun them, and then York to put up the walls around them, they're pretty much stuck in place for a good 5 seconds. So, I mean, that could work.
Yorick not typically known as the team fighting champion.
No, you're going to get the split push off him. That's about it.
And we're going with another split pusher,
Singed.
Although Singed does bring a lot of great utility to a team fight, if they can rush in and toss that 80 carry backwards.
Yeah, that's an 80. That's a late game. Singed. Yeah, you're not going to see that too terribly early. You're just going to see him stuck in the side lanes. A lot of times proxying waves.
Right.
I believe he still does that. I don't get to see him too often anymore.
I believe he was recently played in the LEC, but I don't believe that it was used in the way that we would see it, where between tier 2 and tier 3 towers. We do have some. It looks like they might focus some bans from Syosset's side towards that support, and they did ban the Aatrox. I don't know if they believe the Aatrox was going to get flexed to mid. Because it looks like Singed is already going to the top lane. Not sure where
I must not fall.
Leona, get rid of the hard engage.
Okay. I'm surprised. I would have wanted the Leona actually on the side of Syosset, but looks like they don't want to have to deal with that from Misfortune. And the final ban coming.
Well, who gets the first pick on the second state on the second stage?
That would be Syosset. So Syosset has first pick, and then last pick to see if they can get a counter potentially.
Are you
mid lane
certain?
is what I believe they're probably going to look for. Don't want to deal with the LeBlanc. I believe the mid laner from St. Anthony's does play Yasuo and Fizz, so I'm not sure what their third pick would be. Also not sure about that Nocturne ult going anywhere near Echo.
No, he's just going to ult out of it, yeah.
Right?
I mean, if he gets the fear and they can kill him inside the fear, I guess, but...
Yeah. Rise, we'll see if we get a counter
There
pick.
we go. I like that.
Blitzcrank, very nice, very nice.
It's going to be a little hard to land those with the Misfortune's W given to the speed boost, but I mean, that's definitely a counter to what they were doing before. You can also pull the Singe back in. Not that you always want to put the Singe in the middle of your team all the time, but as he's running away and he's low health, like he usually does, you can kind of pull him back in. But
I think we are, if I'm St. Anthony's, I really do think that our best option here is focusing that mid lane, seeing if we can get some roams up from the support. If we can get Wukong rolling, that might actually be a great advantage that they'll have if they can push it through. Because Rise is not very strong in the early game.
Wukong's rework isn't even through yet, right?
It is not. So he won't be able to cancel the ultimate.
Yeah.
But it still works if you can get some early kills, and you definitely could against Rise, unless he's able to do some good roots on Wukong, unless he can throw him off with the, is that the W or the E? The Mimic.
The Mimic is, I'm not really sure. I don't know which, I know what he does. I don't know which abilities on which button. I don't play him myself.
Let's see, chat, you gonna help us out there? And I also enjoy, well, we're gonna have to see, this will, the Syosset support really seems to enjoy hooking people.
Oh my god, that's actually a really good point.
So the
take a look at
Nautilus,
the damage spread on St. Anthony's.
let's see if we build some armor over on the Syosset
One
side.
chain vest per person, guys. Let's get this done.
We're building some ninja tabbies in the early game here.
I don't think ninja tabbies are the best. Maybe. I just say one chain vest. Give everyone a chain vest.
Yeah. It'll also depend on how the early game goes. If it goes the same as the last one, they're not really gonna have to worry too much about it.
They're not auto attackers. That's why I say don't.
Right.
Ninja tabbies. I mean, if you have to free up a slot for another item,
Yeah.
you can put the ninja tabbies in just so it's you're not taking up an item slot. But I don't think that's a big deal.
I would be very scared though if I was St. Anthony's bot lane. The Nautilus last game did a great job. This Thresh will probably do similar.
Yeah, but Blitz, the support on St. Anthony's was actually really good last time too. The on Alistair. So see if you can get those hooks on Blitzcrank. If he can, Blitzcrank Jhin is just going to root you up and kill you. It's you're gonna get knocked in the air. You're gonna get W'd by Jhin, and you're gonna sit there either under tower or just being. Jin's gonna 3-shot you. It's dead.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how they focus when they get those hooks if they're able to get them.
Sure. And I don't think unless Thresh can get back and get on Jhin, which I don't see happening, Blitzcrank can literally just eat those hooks.
Right.
And just be fine.
I'm definitely enjoying the Nocturne pick. I really want to see how this plays out once they hit level 6. See which lane they focus on. If they can get some of those going, then maybe they'll give themselves a small lead.
It's going to come down to that first ult.
Yeah.
It's always that first ult on Nocturne. If he can get something off that first ult, get a kill, get an assist, get something going, he can usually snow the ball into something. If not, you're in for a long game because he's not getting another gank off for, what, 2 minutes? 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds? So you got a problem with that, and you're going to just get to let the farm. I want to see, I mean, it's the most boring part of this game, but this split push. Like, how is this? Are they going to match? Are they going to get put to 2 separate lanes? Are they going to...
While the 1-3-1 is the most challenging to play, it does look like that's what St. Anthony's is set up for. So we'll have to see. You're right. Is York just going to stay splitting the entire time? Will Warwick also do the same? Will they?
They're
look for
both set up
picks?
for a 1-3-1. You got Rise on the other side,
And
too.
Singed, yep, you're right.
If they're doing it the right way, it's a 1-3-1 on both sides, depending on how everything goes early. But, I mean, who wins that? I think Rise definitely gets the push on Wukong. Singed and Yorick could go either way.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be annoying for Singed because that, yeah.
If you can manage to get the walls up, then it'll help, but Singed will just run away for days.
Yeah.
We'll see if they can bait some Chase the Singed here. We'll see if chat could track the Chase the Singed game for us, please.
No one likes that game. Why do we play that game? No one likes it. Can we stop, please? Chasing Singed everywhere. Let's see the jungle matchup. So we got Echo Nocturne. Echo's definitely got the advantage in damage, I'd say, right off the bat. Echo right now is just broken champion. Where Nocturne is a bit more balanced. Still very good assassin going in like that. Echo's a bit safer, able to get back out with the R if he needs to, so he can just take an engage and just be like, whatever, if it doesn't work out. What else we got?
I want to see a spicy level 1 again.
You want to see a spicy level 1, though? If they fall for another level 1, I mean, we'll see. Watsif in chat really wants that Mord.
Really wants the Mord.
He really wants the Mord, and we're paused right off the back. Oh my God! Can we turn chat off?
I believe I had the shortcut, but I don't. Yep. Nope.
All right. Well.
Here we go. We'll just do it this way. The good old-fashioned way. Get rid of that chat. We don't need to see that.
Who wants to see
High
that?
schoolers, what are you doing? While we're in a pause, we're gonna test some of these out here. There we go.
Yeah, but you have to hold it down. What's the? Yeah, there you go. Oh, all right, cool.
Just for anybody who's out there who loves to spectate their friends' matches, little O will show you your scoreboard. A little X will show you the gold versus the items.
And what we mean by spectate is we mean you're taking clips so that you can later rub it in their face.
Yeah, this is for YouTube. And then we've got the F1 through 3 for Fog of War, which is also a fantastic one.
Yeah, it's good to have. You can see it from either side, so you can kind of get the what's going on there, who's seeing what. Ooh.
Good old team fights.
Ooh.
We got H. We got H for the team fights.
That's fancy.
Yep. So big ones here are going to be H, O, X, and our F1s for the Fog of War. Here we go. F1 will give you blue side. F2 gives you red side. F3 for everybody.
Nice. Oh, man.
While they're giving us the time, here we go.
So let's go matchup one by one here. So we've got Yorick Singed. That's going to come down to player skill, I think. It's going to be Wet Noodle early, and then it's going to be whatever lane you get put in. Ezreal, Nocturne. I think Ezreal has the advantage, right? Pretty easily.
I believe in the early game, definitely. That pre-6, there's no way that I think they can duel it out. Not familiar. I believe you played the jungle a little more than I did, but I believe the matchup, especially right now with Echo being pretty high tier,
yeah.
I believe he would win those early skirmishes. I don't know. We didn't really see much of a roam from the St. Anthony's team to help the jungler in some of those fights. Usually that Warwick had to solo it against 2 or 3.
Yeah, he was stuck against his tower most of the time.
Yeah.
And it was Yasuo who was getting the roams off.
Right. And the Nautilus was coming in for a lot of good roots. So we'll have to see if those supports roam at all.
Now, Ryze Wukong. I think Ryze wins that hands down, easy.
I think.
And we're
off. We wanted to check out that alcove just so everybody sees it.
Yeah, dude. They're like, look at the art in the back. So nice.
Heavy use of that alcove. In the top lane.
How many people do you see get baited into that alcove? Thinking they can get away, and they're like, I'll just walk in here, and then they regret every decision of their life.
They're like, well, this is a way out, but I have no play out of it. You did last a little bit longer.
Yeah, the whole 1 second really helping out there. All right, let's see if they get a better
Doesn't look like
better
we're
coverage
getting
here. No, look at this. They can. I mean, Syosset's not going to do it, but they can literally just walk into either one of those sides and trap them in a bush.
And they are pinging it. It looks like they might ping for the ward or they might go for it. But yeah.
That might be the side they think they're starting on.
St. Anthony's has only covered the bottom tri-brush to defend against anything. Otherwise, they have no idea what's going on in their jungle.
Yeah, you need to have people in the river, or at least in the entrances on each one. If you're not going to do any type of cheeky invade, you really need to be watching.
Standing right on the blue buff on the top side.
Then again, Syosset's probably thinking you don't want to invade into a Blitzcrank.
Yes.
So just safe in general. You can see a better positioning from Syosset there. They're covering all the entrances. They can see people coming from any direction. They can back off immediately if they see the Blitzcrank. Now this is a problem you're going to see a lot in lower elos. What you just saw from blue side there. The bot lane goes right into the lane to try to get and it will give you an advantage if you're trying to get that level 2 push early, but it also tells the other team where your jungler is. And if they are timing that, like right now, about 2 minutes, 30 seconds, bot lane needs to watch out for a gank. He's going to be on the bot side.
Right.
They know he's going to be on the bot side of the jungle.
And, I mean, Singed also was pushing hard in the top lane as well. So, I mean, it was matched on the other side.
3 minutes, 30 seconds of that. 2 minutes.
We do keep getting the electrocute procs from our Wukong here, so he does know how to trade. We'll see if he can keep the CS up.
A trade for how long, though? Once Ryze has some abilities?
We do have a straight walk-up right from Thresh. Perfect.
That's it.
And it looks like with the Ignite, game over for our first blood.
You can't be in front of your Blitzcrank when there's a Thresh. Let the Blitz tank the hook.
Yeah, as soon as the Thresh did a great job again. As soon as that Blitzcrank started walking away, Thresh walked right up, saved that hook until we tried to have the Jhin walk away, but it did not work out.
That's an interesting, a good move you see from
right in the middle of. We have the electrocute, yep, and we have another solo kill on the mid laner. He walked right into a huge group of minions. I'm not sure what kind of trade he was going for there.
And we got another pause.
A summoner has disconnected.
Potentially, that's where our issue was. I don't know if Ryze was pausing for that specific reason. We don't have chat up. We don't want to see what they have to say, just in case. But we'll have to see if somebody comes in the room to tell us what's going on.
We'll go to a break right now, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes.
And the game is back. We have Wukong going in again. Oh, no, we're rewatching here. What happened? It looks like somebody hit a button and we rewatched that section of the game. Apologies.
All right, guys, we had a crash on one of the computers, so figured out what that was.
So again, we did have, we've got the kill in the bot lane with now a good CS lead. We also have the kill in the mid lane with another great CS lead, just to start us off in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, that Wukong is, he's getting a lot of work off of the early levels. It's just, I don't think that, unless he gets enough of a lead, he's not going to be able to maintain that into a Ryze. A Ryze is just going to start rooting you up and just dishing out crazy amounts of damage. He can also wave clear, which is nice.
What I am looking for from that Wukong, again, is to be able to go for that Misfortune. If that Misfortune is able to get the same lead that they got in the last game, if Wukong can take her out of a fight, then they stand a much better chance, as that's definitely going to be their main damage dealer unless Ryze is hitting every single Q.
Yeah.
If we can shut that down, then I think they have a much better chance. We'll have to see, though. I don't know what kind of consistent damage we'll be able to see from Jin.
Also, I'd like to see what build Wukong goes to. If he goes that split push, Titanic Hydra, to split push into the side lanes, or if he goes something more a little bursty. If that's the case and he doesn't go bursty, sorry, if he goes bursty and that he doesn't go split push, if they're able to, with the Rise, do the 1-3-1 and actually just out pressure St. Anthony's, would be interesting. And he's back in the game there. We're on a bit of a delay, so.
Nocturne is able to keep up with the farm, so we'll have to see if that stays consistent. We've got both of the Scuttle Crabs spawning soon, so we'll see if any priorities taken to the river.
Yeah, that's 1-1 that early into the game is going to be interesting. Jim's farm is going to be definitely a big issue if you can clear out a tower or not. Depending on what items they're able to get in the bot lane on Syosset's side, Blitz might not be able to do anything. Pulling him in might actually be a problem for a while.
You're definitely looking for that early game advantage, which they just lost. Maybe they'll be able to do some good picks over through the brush for some late game fights.
The CS is still even, and actually a little advantage to the Jin right now. I'm imagining that MF is going to back at some point.
Yeah, they were able to catch that wave under the tower, which was nice.
Yeah, so if I mean, one kill is not going to change everything. So if they're able to keep that up, they're able to not have to worry about just being outscaled real quick.
Right, and MF hasn't backed for an item, while Wukong has with that early lead money.
Yeah, he's going for the early.
We have Nocturne coming in the mid lane, and we have Echo going in the top lane. We'll see if a dive comes from either side.
Just clearing out vision for right now. I don't think you don't dive a Yorick, right?
I know you don't dive a Singed.
I mean, you do if you want to lose. Always wanted to give Singed double kills. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm curious because Nocturne hung around in that bottom river or mid-bottom river for a long time. Echo was able to get the Scuttle Crab in the top lane. Singed is looking potentially to move up. Nope, they just want to see what's going on. They got some nice vision in that top lane.
Yeah, take a look at that ward over there. That's actually a really good ward that's going to spot out the jungle pathing. If you take a look up over here, this is going to catch any jungler coming through, so they're going to know where he is at pretty much all times. If they don't see him there, they know he's somebody. He's probably on the bot side. He's actually spotted out right now in the river, being tracked pretty hard. Oh no, that's Wukong.
That's Wukong.
Yeah, sorry,
that's
Wukong.
Right. Wukong also getting a little bit of vision up in that top river.
It's a good spot. Those are good warding spots. You do them right by the entrances to the ramps. You're able to kind of figure out what's going on and see different times and where the jungler's at. Keeping the jungler
doing a great job of actually staying away from that mist, from the poison. Echo maybe going for a dive in the bot lane. And we're going to see if we get a Thresh hook. And we have Echo going in.
Pull him.
Yep, and the flay back, and we have a kill on Jin again. We have a hook on Blitz. We have the Ignite. Misfortune getting some hits off. They're gonna push this wave in. We'll have to see if they.
He needs a lead. He can't stay there. If Blitz stays, there's no way for Blitz to clear the wave.
Yeah.
All right, they're not gonna go for the dive. He's just gonna go
smart
walk away.
back. Smart back. I think Yorick is playing. I don't know this matchup very well, but it does look like Yorick's was doing a decent job of being able to stay away and get some good trades in.
He's standing in it right now.
But now it looks like he may go down, having to use the flash and able to stay away from the ticks of the poison. Is he going to be able to back, or are we going to have a little flash fling here? We do have the flash
that's
fling.
good. He needed to walk away. You can't stay there. When you're low like that, especially top lane where people can tank tower hits, you're low, you need to walk. Just walk away, get far enough down the lane that you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, unless Singed was feeling up for it and went for the ultimate to run him down. But that was a very nice play by Singed, going in for the flash hook, making sure that Yorick goes down.
I don't think, did Singed flash? Yeah,
Singed flashed for that hook, yeah. We do have St. Anthony starting up the dragon, it looks like.
Oh, spotted out.
We're going to have to see if Thresh makes some plays.
This is a 3v2 unless Jin actually joins.
got the hook
gonna
onto
come in.
Blitzcrank.
It's
We
too
have
late.
Echo going for the stun. Echo pulled up. Echo also ignited, but we have Nocturne going down.
Wukong ult,
to
Wukong
MF.
ult.
And can Wukong save the day? He does.
Yeah,
ult. He gets
there
one
we
kill.
go.
Can Jin provide enough? Thresh was able to
Oh,
pull
the
back
MF
Wukong.
though.
And will they be able to go in? No. And Singed roaming down to the bot lane, able to help with that last.
Yeah, they needed to ban MF. She's just too strong.
Oh, we
she's
have
gonna get another
Thresh
kill.
with the flash. Beautiful hook and flay. That was a beautiful
Oh my
play
God.
by Thresh.
If Thresh doesn't get all the honors after this, I don't know. What do you got to do to get some respect in this game?
I don't know.
As a support.
As a support player, you get nothing. You didn't get the kill, you get nothing.
Oh no! If you get the kill, you get flamed.
That's true. If you either the best you're looking for is not to get flamed. And if we do want to take a look here, we do have a 6-0 bot lane on MF and
On
006 on the.
She's
Thresh.
got 2 long swords and a BF sword already. Oh boy! And
we
her
have
boots.
We have a full item on the bot lane at 8 minutes. Again, my hope was we were looking for that Wukong to take out the Misfortune. Unfortunately, that wasn't the target in that last team fight.
Again with the 4 Doran's blades. It's not good from behind. What do you do? What are you getting with that? What are you getting with that?
Not having enough money to buy a full item later in the game.
But buy what's it called, a Vamp Scepter or something if you really need the lifesteal. Like, there's no reason for that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a great strategy if you can get it to work, but you can't use it every time.
That's like, you're supposed to be doing that if you're playing Caitlyn and you're 6 of them.
Right.
That's pretty good. He's got some good hits on that.
Let's see how good this trade is. We
Oh,
have Wukong
wow.
coming in. Are we going to be able to get it off? We are. And can Echo go down as well? Echo's looking for the trade. Echo ults out.
Yeah. He wasn't, if he stayed in, he wasn't even getting the kill. He might still
Wukong.
die to that.
We have Ryze also roaming.
Oh, yeah.
And we have the root.
He's not strong enough yet to actually get any crits down.
Yeah, just looking for the trade. We have a really good bounce from Misfortune here onto that Blitzcrank, who's been unable to really provide any help other than that dragon fight with getting the knock up on the Echo. We do have Jin still with a CS lead, though. Not much of a CS lead, but at least they're getting some income this game. They don't have the 6 kills, but they have some income. Unfortunately, as we said, it looks like they might be wasting it on some Doran's blades.
Yeah, that's not good. How much gold is that now? It's what, 350 a Doran's blade? That's 1,550 gold that's been invested into that.
Quick maths, quick maths.
Quick maths. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of the math teacher here. This is sniffed out. This might be a problem. He can go in here.
They will Singed, looking for the slow.
Oh,
is this going to be a
smite
smite
fight?
fight?
No, they have to leave.
Yorick going.
It's a 3v2 until York gets
and
there.
It looks like we also may have a kill in the bot lane.
He's too far ahead.
And Jin is already down. It looks like it might be another double kill in the bot lane.
He's too far ahead. You
While we
can't.
still have the
Nice.
Nocturne ult going in for the Echo kill. Beautiful. We have the Singed able to run away. Again, good job on not chasing that one under a turret. Echo very low though, and Blitzcrank was able to survive in the bot lane, which is good.
Blitzcrank needs to know that he can't pull that in. You can't fight that now.
Yeah, at this point, you pull in the Thresh, and you're looking to die.
Yeah, you do no damage to Thresh, and MF is 3-shotting you. It's not gonna, it's not gonna end well for you.
Unfortunately, off of both of those plays, even though it was a 1-for-1, it looks like Syosset was able to get 2 to 3 plates off of that. 1 in the mid lane and 2 in the bot lane. 2 additional ones in the bot lane.
He is going. He might go the split push Wukong build. That's looks like a Titanic that he's building into.
He knows he's got to carry the game. He knows he's going to have to try to take all of the pressure off the rest of the team.
Yeah. Not quite sure what's coming in from the Jin there. Agility cloak and 4 Doran's blades is and a little bit of attack speed there, and a dagger is not.
Yeah, it looks like maybe there wasn't enough money for the BF sword, so they went for the other items.
I guess. I mean, what do you do at this point? It's kind of you're playing catch up the whole game and trying to be as far away as possible.
Yeah,
but
just try to keep that CS up. See if you can have some items for those team fights. We haven't seen. I don't believe we've seen the Jin ultimate yet for a team fight. So we'll have
no,
to.
I don't think he had it.
And are we gonna get a Thresh hook? We're gonna pull him back.
They need to get out of there.
And there's the hook. Wonderful hook onto the Wukong. And we have the Gym ultimate. We also have the Misfortune ultimate. Oh, just bursting through all 3 of them.
It's flash.
And there's the final kill.
Yeah, that MF ult is just going to be wicked. They're going to have to just stay away from pretty much every fight. Anytime MF is anywhere nearby, you can't fight it.
Is Yorick going to be able to get that soul kill? We do have the fight in the bot lane, though. We have a miss on the hook, but we have a slow. They were able to survive. Yorick trying to go
Bell
for...
flash.
He's just going to die to the poison.
Yep.
Unfortunate. Rise also dropping in the bot lane. It looks like Jin was able to pick up a kill.
Okay. That's going to help a little bit.
We might have a dive on the bot tower, though. We'll have to see how much...
That's not unless Echo comes. He's too low.
Oh, we might have a pick.
This is a bait?
We
Oh,
do.
okay. Come on, Jin.
There we go.
That's what we were talking about before, that combo with,
Right.
with Blitz. Like, they're unfortunately too far behind, and the only reason they got that was because Thresh overstayed. But, yeah, it's... if they had been able to do that a little earlier and get in pressure without giving up any
Are we
kills,
still going to be able to
way
get a
better.
couple plates off this? Are they going to earn the money? Are they close enough?
They're close enough, yeah.
All of the money going to Nocturne? At least they got some money in the bank.
Yeah. Take a look at Thresh right now. He's got the Zeke's Convergence finish. So that ult coming out from MF is going to melt the entire team. I mean...
MF looking for the 2v1? Just keeping them off for some CS. All right. Thresh is back, though.
I'm not even sure they can 2v1 the MF without actually like landing a hook or something.
702. I don't know about that one. Looks like we are potentially going to have a fight on the bot side.
Yep.
And we have
Oh, wow.
Nocturne
Okay.
ult with a good flay on 2. Are they going to keep up and be able to kill the Thresh? MF on the bot side taking out, using their ultimate to take out the Blitzcrank. Thresh will go down. We do have Rise roaming. Are they going to keep going for this Misfortune under tower, or they will let her back?
Blitz was the sacrificial lamb there and kind of just went after, zoned off MF down to the bot lane. And MF, that's the only thing MF could do was take that, but this is going to be a
We have a 1-for-1 in the bot
He doesn't
lane,
even get away from this.
and it looks like Yorick still taking all of those minion shots.
Yeah, he needs to be under tower at this point. Yorick, not the greatest of picks right now. So what path does St. Anthony's have back into this game? Like where they obviously have to stall the game out, but where can they apply pressure? I think the picks are working really well for them.
Yes, definitely the Nocturnal and Wukong combo has been a big help. They're going to have to somehow stop the bleeding from the top lane, though. Unless they just want to let Swain run it right through.
Top end bot, really. I mean, it's their mid and their jungle that's really doing well. They're going to have to play around that and hope they can just kind of stem the bleeding at this point.
And they haven't been able to convert it anywhere else.
Problem is, Rise is going to come online soon.
We really want to get a kill on that Misfortune. Get that 700 gold into someone's pocket.
Jins. You need it on Jins. Jins'
Yeah.
burst damage is high enough to...
It is interesting, though, with MF had her flash down. It might have been better off just going right for the MF and getting that gold instead of killing the Thresh.
Yeah, I feel like if they all went on MF instead of kind of how they did it and chase the Thresh instead. But that was a really good example of kind of what they can do as a team.
Nocturne having to
he-
use the
yeah.
flash, but he's walking into a group of 5 and he's down.
Just kind of how they can turn a 2v2 into a 3v2 extremely quickly. And kind of like split a team in half like that. If they could keep doing that, that's great, but this is snowballing out of control right now.
Yeah, it's, I believe this is less of a gold lead, but still. We still
It's
have a
definitely
5k gold lead at 16 minutes with the second tier mid tower already down. And we still don't have a tower down on the side of Syosset.
So St. Anthony's is going to have to figure out, going forward, they're probably going to drop this game in this set, but going forward that they can look at, they do have some bright spots here. They do have the mid and the jungle are doing really well. The top isn't doing terrible. They just kind of have to play a little safer in that bot lane.
Especially in the early levels.
Don't force. If you're Jin, make sure you're behind the Blitzcrank or whatever you're doing. Try to not be able to be hooked. They're playing... I mean, Syosset might be an exception. Their support player is really good.
Right. I also, and again, this might be one of those things where they just are going to have to ban out some of the engaged supports.
Yeah.
If that's where the weak spot's gonna be, if that's where they're gonna get picked.
But you can use all your bans on supports. Like you got Leona, so you got Leona, Thresh, and Blitzcrank. Like,
if you're playing Syosset again.
I mean,
I agree, it's not best utilized. You get 2 more bans.
Stop going after the Thresh.
And that's gonna use her ultimate, see if she can burn down the Blitzcrank. Yep, with the Flay back, they were able to at least pick off one. They're gonna go for that Rift Herald, it looks like.
Also, they can't be taking these fights that they don't know where everybody is on the map. They keep taking fights that they think they have a 2v1 or a 3v1, but they have no vision on the map. They don't know, everyone's missing except for the 2 people they're chasing or the 1 person they're chasing, and all of a sudden they come around a corner and the entire team is there.
Right. Oh, Yorick by himself. We're gonna have to see. Oh, they were able to spot him. He was hoping no ward would come through.
Oh wow, is that high noon Thresh? Please, please ban. Just the skin. Can you ban the skin?
We might get another solo kill.
No, he's gonna get out
under
on that.
the tower. Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling it.
Oh, outplayed!
No!
Oh!
He got it though with the ignite.
He did. Oh my
1 for
God.
1. He really wanted it. You know what? Give it to him. Let him have it.
No,
The game's
that's
not
good
looking so
getting
well.
it. Like, at least he got it. That could have been a disaster and he didn't get anything for it. But
it doesn't look like anyone's going to match that top lane. Are we going to have a dancing Rift Herald at the end?
the Rift Herald doesn't have enough health left. The next charge will kill him. Or not.
Or not. Or not.
Or I'm lying through my teeth.
Bot lane Singe still pushing. They aren't able to match. It looks like they're going to slow bleed this game out.
Yeah. It's 18 minutes, 19 minutes, they're about to win a game, and you said it's slow bleeding.
Well.
That's more like blood is gushing out of your stomach. And you're desperately just trying to hold it in.
Looked like they were going to try to go for that pick on the bot lane, maybe try to grab Singe before he leaves, but unable to get any slows.
Yeah. I mean, they can still stall this game out. There is a very, very, very small window, but the window exists.
Yeah.
And it might be closing with that
Is
Rise,
it a Nocturne ult while they're on Baron stealing it?
I don't. I just saw what Rise did. Rise hit the Rise hit is doing 300 damage on his Q now. It's it's only going to go up from there till he eventually has all the crit items and the AP, and he's doing 1,000 per hit. So sure, you can Nocturne into Rise into 3,000 damages in your face real quick. It's not going to help you much.
Nope. We're looking for a smite steal here. I think that's where we're at. We're going to A-ram mid, and we're going to smite steal. I think that's our best option.
I mean, what else are they going to do? They can't match the split push.
They cannot. We do have to see where they're going to go into lane. It looks like Nocturne might be caught out again.
Yep.
Can he get out of the jungle? Oh, the flash hook almost.
Slow too coming in. Yeah, they don't want to chase it into there. They don't know where anybody is.
I don't know if that flash being down on Thresh is going to be very helpful.
They need to back off real fast though here.
Looks like Blitzcrank might go down. Is he able to escape? We got Flame. We have Yorick.
They're completely caught off.
Thresh in the back line. And it looks like we have another. That'll be 4 kills. And Echo able to stay alive, even though he wasn't getting very low, but he used the ultimate. Thresh is low, but again, not the person we really want to focus at this point.
Wukong needs to back right here.
Wukong getting the first tower for St. Anthony's. Will he be able to back and stem?
Yeah, but he's trading it for his Nexus towers.
Correct. And his
that doesn't help.
Yeah, his team dying at Wolves on their side also wasn't very helpful.
They needed to get out, especially with MF and.
Does he have the ultimate? He has the ultimate.
He'll come out.
And we have Blitzcrank back. Is he able to get one? He did go for the Misfortune, and Misfortune is able to go down. Can this stop them enough? Or will they be able to continue? We have the Jhin ultimate coming out. Will we have enough auto attacks on the Nexus? They were able to get almost 3, but unable to stop the Nexus from going down.
Again, I just want to put it out there that it's not over. This is, I mean, this set is over, yes, but they had some strong points in this game. They have the jungler, they have the mid laner, both of which are doing very well. They could just, they've got to figure out how to play around that and stem the bleeding in the other lanes. If they can stem that bleeding and work around their advantages, they can do a really good job. They got to do a little more work into the pick ban phase.
Right. I think top lane, they want to get a better matchup that can scale late, that's not a split pusher. And I think an Enchanter on the bot lane might be their best bet. We don't want to look for crazy plays.
Enchant Ezreal. I think an Enchanter Ezreal.
Yeah, if they can survive, the CS isn't bad. If they can stick with that and survive that early game, giving the Misfortune the 6-0 early game almost both times.
They needed to get rid of Misfortune. That was just that person. Their bot laner knows how to play Misfortune.
Right. Their bot laner is very strong, and they need to keep their top laner from just getting overrun. If they can stop both of those things, they have a chance.
It's going to be interesting to see what other teams do, though. That's against this. Now that they have this information, the next team that plays Syosset might have at least a leg up going in. We have one team that hasn't played yet. They'll be coming in fresh with information on the opposing team. So we'll see where that gets them. But we'll be back in a little bit with the next game, right?
Super excited.
All right, guys. See you then.